Yeah, let's grab another plate.
What you got going on, Mark?
I don't have anything going on. I'm watching her lift. Got Margaux Alvarez in the house today. She is banging out some deadlifts. She just got done doing 275, just up to 315, and I think we're gonna make a little run at lifting a little over 400 pounds today. See how it goes. Been working on with her, trying to just get her neck position a little bit better. It's fairly common for some people that are mobile. She's got awesome mobility in her hips. She's able to squat down real low to the bar, and then also in her upper body, she's got some pretty good mobility too. She's able to kind of to overextend her neck and have her neck kind of be in this position here, but we want to really try to focus in on making that sexy double chin so that we keep the chest and sternum locked in on the deadlift so that everything's kind of all one piece, moving like this rather than us moving like that and getting all jacked up. So that's what we're working on. Remember, drive those knees forward, let's get in and out of that bottom position. Nice.
Better?
You want to go with 25? Or do you want a smaller jump?
Let's maybe just like do 15.
10-5 or so?
Yeah,
Yep.
10-5, yeah, 10-5. It's a little tighter than before. I know.
Bring into the belt.
There you go.
Now as I look up, I don't want to keep my chin down as I'm pulling versus like pulling my chin up like I did there.
It was Mark telling you about basically making
Yeah,
a double chin,
yeah.
but the idea is bringing your chest up.
Okay.
So as long as your chest is up,
Okay.
kind of think of it like there's like a board or something on your back,
Yeah.
and so that's pivoting. So when you come up, it's the same thing.
Okay. Versus like.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. That one felt, yeah, that one felt better than the last one. The last one was like, whoa. That felt good.
Come on. Take breath. Let's go. Come on. Good. Up. Head back. Yeah. There you go.
You did it.
Got stuck on those big ass quads.
No.
Good job.
Thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try like that. I know I got so here and it was like, oh, I better finish this. So what?
Some good grit right there. Closer might help.
Okay.
Because your hands are kind of wide.
Wide out. Okay.
And then you're getting caught on your quads.
Legs.
I think if your feet were a little closer and your
Okay.
toes are pointed out just a little bit.
Okay. Instead of like here, like bringing them in and throwing them out.
I think it should be easier.
Okay. So my hands be a little closer. Cool.
Should be a little easier.
I'll try it for the next one.
Yeah, you want to maybe go back down and wait a little bit and try that? Or do you want to try? Yeah, let's go down and wait to like 365
Try that.
since it's new.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's try that and then we can work our way back up.
You would lose your mind.
I would lose my mind.
It's not enough, I don't think. Like, if you did a legit powerlifting kind of style, I think you're training. But now what? You're done.
How did you feel when Mark said that we're gonna go down in weight?
I was like, at first I was like, well, shouldn't I like go to a max first and then like drop back down? So it's a little different, but I think it's good because if I'm gonna introduce a different stance, like I'm gonna go for a max, like I'm probably not gonna be the best position to do that. So it makes sense to do that, just different than before.
Right.
But I mean, that's why you want to be like being around different people and different coaches and especially their specialty. You're gonna learn from that. You want to like do something different, put yourself in a different situation. So it's cool. It's a little narrow than toes turned out.
Grab just outside the smooth.
Just outside the smooth?
Yeah.
So you're this one.
Right there? Cool.
There you go. Good, nice.
That's all done. I forgot to tuck my chin, and that felt better. I think that was better.
Want to try to go heavier?
Yeah.
You want to go back to the same weight, or you want to do 385 again and then 405?
What's your question?
What, 85?
Like 385? Yeah. And that'd be a good 50 pounds.
Yeah,
That's
that's leaner.
Yeah, 385. And then go from there. Felt like when I think it was 410 or 415 when I was trying to lift, I got it was like here and I was so like this that I couldn't like get out of that position. I was like, I want this, but I'm afraid that's gonna like break my spine.
Yeah.
So I think being able to hit that round, get out of that round position.
Yeah. Do it. Good speed, good speed. Drive it. Yep, you got it. Good.
That felt better than the one before. I think the stance changed as well.
Big Smoke, 410?
Yeah.
410, 410.
410. 2.5?
Yeah.
Oh no. 410?
Oh, he's got it.
Cool. No.
We got Margaux dumping some salt in her water here.
And I just drink it?
There we go. That's good enough. Yeah, just electrolytes. Just trying to make her more jacked.
More jacked, more strong?
Yeah, a lot of times you won't even. Yeah, we got her.
I've never tried that.
Is that
No
pretty?
better time than
Is that
now.
pretty powerful?
Gonna make her pass out.
Get it. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Stay with it. Stay with it. Lock it out. Lock it out. Lock it out. Hold it down. Good. Woo! Woo! That was awesome. Yeah, I think so. That was great.
Like one arm is like, whoa, hold on to it.
Powerlifters use baby powder.
Okay.
You know that?
So I thought it was chalk always. But
Yeah.
someone's like, no, it's not chalk because if you put it on your legs,
Baby
you don't
powder.
want to grab the bar with
If
that.
you got quads like that, you're gonna have to put baby powder on them
I'll have
to
get some baby powder.
get less friction going on.
I know,
We're gonna have Margaux move over to some deadlifts against some bands. We're gonna keep the weight pretty light since she went so heavy over here. I'm gonna have her kind of intentionally, I've called this in the past lifting like shit. It's to help mimic the way that she's already deadlifting with her back being rounded over quite a bit. And we're gonna kind of train her through that. The only way to break through anything, whether it be adversity or plateaus in the gym, is to actually go through it. So that's what we're gonna have her do.
Bands before?
Say again?
Have you ever tried bands before?
Not bands with deadlift. I've done bands for like some pressing stuff for overhead, but never for deadlift. So this will be fun. Yeah, I've done some deficit deadlifts before, but like very few and like far between. So this will be fun. Something different. I'm like,
I think it won't play. Like she's a little baby.
I'm like, definitely don't want to touch it with my hands. New regimen now.
Perks of the job. Just get it, make sure you still get close to the bar though. Yeah. Yeah, right there.
Right there?
Good, yep. Good, and pull through it.
Pull through it. Okay.
Think about like bending the bar over your legs.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. People are gonna be mad watching this one. What are you doing? 2 more.
So how long have you guys been training together?
About
Or
6
actually,
years.
how long have you been coaching her? Right? It's 'cause you're-
6 years. 6 years. We've been dating 6 years, coaching 6 years.
Awesome. How did you guys meet?
At a country bar. Right? Country bar? Saddle Rack in Fremont.
So what's her training sessions look like right now?
We're ramping up, getting ready for regionals. So basically looking at 6 to 7 hours. A couple of weightlifting movements a day, some strength component accessory. Then we got 2-3 metcons, a lot of gymnastics, handstand walks.
Yeah. Have you guys ever trained with bands like this before?
Nah, we really don't. But we probably should.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be cool to see how big of a jump she makes with the bands. Yeah.
Gotcha. So how heavy? So that was her heaviest deadlift?
410 is her PR. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. She got it here. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Cat back it a little bit less.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go, good. Flex your butt to get you out of that position. Flex your butt. Good. Flex your quads and your butt. Your quads will be first, and then your ass. Flex your quads. Yeah, there we go. That was good. Last one. Same thing, you're gonna flex your quads, flex your butt, boom. Good.
Yeah, the top portion.
Yeah, when your hips should be, your butt should be, or I'm sorry, your hips should be like in line with your shoulders.
Okay, and it's like back there.
Yeah, and before, over here, you were kind of feeling like unfinished because you were getting caught in your quads, but because you were so rounded over, you were stuck here like this.
Yeah.
And that's what's making you get stuck on your quads.
Okay.
Your quads are big, but also it's because you're rounded over and there's a lot of space here.
Versus it
And that's what
being
we were
tight.
talking about earlier, is you want to try to, if you have everything in here more, you should be able to lift it easier.
Okay.
And you can protect your lower back by using your butt.
Okay.
So even if you're rounded, see if you get too rounded, you can't even use your butt.
Yeah.
It's like impossible to flex your butt from here.
Yeah. Totally.
You can't make any babies that way. Your butt needs to be like back, so you can kind of launch into it and drive our hips forward.
Okay.
Then you're gonna flex your quads, push with your quads, push through the floor, a little bit like a leg press or like you're trying to jump, and then you're gonna flex your butt and drive your hips forward. Nice. So the training that we're doing today with Margaux is a little unconventional, but you know, everybody has a different build and different physique, so I'm going to recommend some different things to some different people. She's rounding over a little bit, and so we're actually trying to train through that range of motion. We're actually trying to work our way through it, and by utilizing the band, the weights are lighter at the bottom and they're heavier at the top. So while this looks like an unsafe exercise because we're rounded over, and it certainly can be, we're using very lightweight. She just maxed out with 410 pounds. We were only using 155 pounds, and we have, I don't know, about 100 pounds of band tension on there as well. So at the top it's kind of heavy, but at the bottom, where she's in the most compromised position, that's where the least amount of weight is on there. And as she gains better leverage, as she gets into a better movement, or as she gets into a better range of motion rather, gets into a better position, the weight is added on there from the band. So that's what we've been doing today. It's something I've been doing for years. I've done it with bench, I've done it with squat, done it with deadlifts, I've done it with a lot of people, and I call it lifting like shit because it's kind of mimicking some of the positions that we end up in. And I think people oftentimes are scared to train in those positions. They're like, oh man, we can't do this, we can't do that. You certainly can do it, and it's been very effective for me. It's been very effective for a lot of people at SuperTraining. And I think it will help Margaux not only deadlift 410 pounds, but 425 pounds and maybe 455 pounds at some point. So that's how we do it.
My name is Margaux Alvarez. I'm from southern Utah, right outside of St. George. I train in CrossFit, or compete in CrossFit, and I'm here to hang out with Smelly Bell, Mark Bell.
Cool. And how many times have you been to the CrossFit Games?
I've been to the CrossFit Games 5 years in a row, since 2013 to this past year, 2017.
Cool. What are you guys working on today?
We were working on deadlifting, went for a 1 rep max, and then worked on being able to actually pull out with a rounded back, which I tend to have when I deadlift.
Mm-hmm. So, is the deadlift something you've kind of been struggling with as of late, or is it something?
No, it's something that's one of my stronger movements. It's one of my stronger lifts. I really like the deadlift. I tend to cap out right around 400 pounds or 405. And so I just wanted to work with him in terms of, hey, where could I possibly improve? He had some really great tips that helped me change my position in terms of my setup, and that helped a lot.
Cool. What can you tell me about Alex over there? He's pretty camera shy.
Yes, he's very camera shy. He
So
doesn't
who
like
is Alex, and how long have you guys been coaching, or how long has he been coaching you and whatnot?
Yeah, so I've known Alex since 2012. He's my fiance and coach and training partner. I've known him, like I said, 2012, and he's been coaching me since then. So that's 6 years now? Yeah,
I'm not good with the maths.
12 to 18, yes. He's been coaching me for 6 years. And he doesn't like to be in front of the camera. He likes to be behind the camera.
Gotcha. So what kind of basically training methods do you guys use mostly, like rep sets, that sort of thing? Anything that comes to mind that's popular that you guys use?
That's a great question. I mean, he's done all my programming from the beginning. In terms of training, we look at kind of time domains of what CrossFit has. Like you have that short duration, that power, super fast and short time. But then we also have the longer workouts where it's 15 to 20 minutes. So we'll hit different time domains. High reps, we'll hit a lot of high rep workouts, like 100 reps of pull-ups or squats or anything like that. It's a combination. You need a combination of a little bit of everything with CrossFit because there's so many different modalities and time frames. So we try to sprinkle in a little bit of everything through our training on a week-to-week basis.
Cool. Out of the little techniques that you learned today, which one do you think you're going to use most when you get back?
Definitely my setup stance in terms of my feet and my neck position of where I lift from. I think those would be the two ones that I really felt that was really impactful, and I felt the difference when I lifted.
Cool. And where can people find you online?
On Instagram, 321go, or the Vineyard CrossFit, and on Facebook, Margaux Alvarez. I'm like, my name.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.